Terence Crawford will officially defend his WBO welterweight title against welterweight boogeyman David Avanesyan on December 10th in Omaha, Nebraska, Terence Crawford's hometown. Look, a lot of people are screaming, bro, Terence Crawford, you just ducked Errol Spence. I wouldn't call it a duck. I wouldn't call it anything. Because we've heard rumors that Errol Spence didn't even want to give him 40% of the split. This fight's been dragging on. Crawford no longer has a promoter. They could have awed him in. I've even heard rumors. I've heard reports, not rumors, that they weren't willing to guarantee Crawford a penny. How is this a duck from Terence Crawford? It just blows my mind. Terence Crawford, if he does fight Spence in February, Spence would have had a fight last in April, and Crawford would have a fight in November before. So Spence would have been 10 months out of the ring, which is bad, but it's not over a year. But Crawford would have been out of the ring for 15 months. That's 3 months over a year. So it doesn't make sense. They could probably still get the fight going next April. Maybe Spence would like a fight also in December or January. And they can get it rolling. Terence Crawford is obviously disappointing that this is the first fight he's coming out with since leaving Bob Arum. He should have stayed with Bob Arum, who is going to fight guys on this level. Make his $5-6 million. David Avanesyan, a pure boogeyman. No one wants to fight him, but he's a boogeyman. If you're a B-level fighter, you don't want to get in there with him. If you're a prospect like Conor Ben, you don't want to get in there with him. Virgil Ortiz, still got his prospect. You don't want to get in with him. Terence Crawford, Errol Spence. These guys. Jamal Charlo at 154. Even guys like Tim Tszyu and Brian Castellano at 154. They walk through him. We all know that. I don't think that David Avanesyan is going to present anything new that Crawford hasn't seen before in his career. He's a better version of Mean Machine. Him and Mean Machine did fight before, and Mean Machine won that fight. But you can say David Avanesyan has improved, or you can say that David Avanesyan's competition has gone much lower. You can say either way. Now Terence Crawford has an opportunity to knock out a guy who's a so-called boogeyman. Now, what if David Avanesyan gets Terence Crawford? Because there is a path to victory for David Avanesyan. Actually, I said that, and I take it back, bro. David Avanesyan is not winning this fight. Bet the house on Crawford. This fight is going to be easy as fuck for Crawford to win. I'm telling you right now. It's going to be a very easy fight for Mr. Terence Crawford to win. Terence Crawford, his last fight was against Sean Porter. He retired Sean Porter. That was an interesting fight. But throughout his career, only 2 fights have ever captured the attention from me for Terence Crawford. I love the guy. I love his skills. But it's only been 2 fights that I really thought, oh, who's going to win? Him against Victor Postal and him against Sean Porter. Both fights much more one-sided than I thought. Sean Porter, in the first half of the fight, I had it split going to the 7th round. But then I saw Terence Crawford just dominate the second half of the fight. A lot of people saw a different fight completely. I had Crawford up 6-3, 5-4 at worst. And even if it's 5-4, like Porter would have won 4 rounds in the first half of the fight. Crawford switched it up completely and then bulldozed Sean Porter out of there. I think he's going to have an easier time against David Avanesyan. David Avanesyan poses some of the same threats as Sean Porter, but he just does it on a much lower level. When he was supposed to fight Pistol, I actually thought Pistol had a great chance of winning that fight. Just keeping it rangy, landing the jab in the right hand. I had no idea Crawford would just school him like that. 12-0 with 2 knockdowns. It was a very boring and one-sided fight. But I think Crawford right now, he's only had 2 fights. I don't mean to yawn like to make the video. Oh, look, I'm yawning because Crawford has a boring career. No, I just yawned. But Crawford has only had 2 fights to occur, bro, that has captured my imagination. A bit, not even fully. So, yeah, what are you going to say? Errol Spence has had quite a few fights. Even though I think Errol Spence is the reason why we're not getting this fight. At the end of the day, Errol Spence has had quite a few fights that have captured my imagination. One of them being the Ugas fight, the Danny Garcia fight, The Sean Porter fight. Not the Mikey Garcia fight. That was one of the most disgusting mismatches I've ever seen. The Cal Brook fight. So there's 4 fights I picked him. But Daniel Garcia and Dennis Ugas, it's more that the fact that he was coming off the accident is why it captured my imagination. You could say only the Cal Brook and Daniel Garcia fight, the Cal Brook and the Sean Porter fights captured my imagination. Yeah, I guess. They both had very boring careers, in my opinion, now looking back at it, since they didn't fight their main rival, being each other. So I think they need to fight each other, bro. I think both sides got to agree that this fight needs to be 50-50, and fuck it. Why are they trying to do this? I have no idea. Make it 50-50, make it 40-40, and winner gets 20%. Make it 50-50 with the rematch clause. Second time, winner gets 67 versus 33. Do anything, man. Just let's get this fight on. Like, I was interested when I started the video, but I'm very bored right now. I'm about to sleep, actually. I wasn't sleepy a minute ago. Just thinking about Crawford versus Avanesyan. It's going to be a very one-sided fight. I thought, I'm like, yeah, David Avanesyan, boogeyman. Yeah, boogeyman for Conor Ben and Virgil Ortiz and guys like that. Now they boogeyman for Terence Crawford. Give me your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe and enjoy the video. Sadiq Boxing out.